It was supposed to be an ordinary Friday. Nothing special. She mentioned a work gathering, just a small celebration for her team after landing a new client. Nothing fancy. She called it low-key, told me I'd hate it, that it'd be all marketing talk I wouldn't care about. Pick me up around midnight, she said casually, misting perfume on her collarbone without even glancing at me. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but looking back, the signs were there. The new lingerie she slipped on without comment under a sleek black dress. The hesitation when I asked who'd be there. The way her smile faltered when I offered to drive her. She insisted on taking an Uber, said it was just easier, but something in her voice made my chest tighten. For the first time in a long while, I didn't feel like her partner. I felt like an inconvenience, an afterthought. Still, I didn't want to seem paranoid. I'd never been the jealous type. At least, I didn't used to be. But when something feels off, it sits in your bones and festers. So, at 10:15, instead of waiting on the couch like I was supposed to, I picked up my keys and drove. I didn't tell her. I just needed to see for myself. The house wasn't far, nestled in a quiet, upscale part of the suburbs. Too upscale for a junior marketing team party. That was the first red flag. I parked a few streets away, killed the headlights, and walked. Music drifted from inside. Soft chatter and laughter carried on the night air. Nothing wild, just polished small talk, curated charm. I didn't go in. Something told me to watch. I found a spot beside a hedge near the back patio, just in view of the sliding glass door, and that's where I saw her. She wasn't tipsy. She was perfectly sober, composed, wearing that black dress she once claimed was for me alone, and she was kissing someone. Not a clumsy, drunken kiss. Not some meaningless party flirtation. A real kiss. Slow, deliberate, familiar. The kind you give someone who feels like home. My hand clenched around a nearby brick wall, but I barely noticed. I focused on the guy. I couldn't see his face at first, just his arm draped around her like it belonged there. And then he turned slightly. It was Elias, her ex, the one she told me ruined her, the one she cried over, claimed to hate, swore was behind her, the one who, it turns out, wasn't so far behind after all. I could have walked away, could have driven off and pretended I never saw it, but I didn't. I walked to the front door, knocked once, and let myself in. The room quieted in waves. Some people stared, some averted their eyes. She saw me almost instantly. Her face looked like she'd seen a ghost. She stepped away from Elias like the distance might erase what I saw. He turned, puzzled at first, then caught on. "You didn't tell him?" he asked, loud enough to hush the nearby chatter. She didn't answer, just stared at me, silently, pleading. "You didn't tell him about us," he said again, and something broke inside me. I looked her straight in the eye, my voice low. "So this isn't new?" Her mouth opened. I raised a hand to stop her. No excuses. No scripted apologies. I want the truth. How long? I asked. She swallowed hard. "A few months." I laughed, not from humor, but from the sheer weight of it all. "You've been coming home to me, sleeping next to me, lied to my face, and the whole time sneaking around with him." Her lip trembled. Elias shifted awkwardly, like he wanted to be anywhere else. "He reached out first," she muttered. "I didn't plan for this. It just happened." "No," I said sharply. "You didn't get confused. You got comfortable with lying. That's not confusion. That's cowardice." Silence. Every wall seemed to close in. "I came tonight because I care enough to drive across the city to pick you up," I said. "But you weren't planning on coming home with me, were you?" I turned. She grabbed my arm. "Please," she whispered, "don't leave like this. We need to talk." I shook her off gently. "You didn't want to talk when you were kissing him," I said, not even looking back. "You already made your choice." And I left. I don't know if she cried after. I don't know if he stayed. Honestly, I don't care. That night, I lost someone I once loved, but I found someone else. Someone who deserved better. Me. And I made myself a promise. Never again would I be the man waiting outside while someone else holds my whole world in their hands.